So let's deal with the first question first. POK and Aksai Chin. So the best way to achieve certain objectives is to be patient and desist from doing anything rash. Aksai Chin and POK have been in foreign enemy hands for many decades. There is no need to try and grab it right now, no need to try and rush. It is Indian territory, it is legally and historically the territory that belongs to India's civilization. So we should regard it as such, but we should have a long term geopolitical plan that stretches beyond Aksai Chin and Pakistan occupied Kashmir. So if our sole objective is to get back this little POK, this little Aksai Chin, it is going to be a very transient situation. It may again go back in the enemy hands. But if our ambition is to free Tibet from illegal Chinese occupation, then both the problems will be solved. We want a peaceful northern border. The border has always been historically India and Tibet. It's never been India, China. So we want our sphere of influence back. It's not about our sphere of influence. It's about freeing the Tibetan people who have endured decades of incredible atrocities and cultural and other genocide at the hands of the Chinese Communist Party. So India's long-term objective over the next 10 to 20 years should be to engineer a way of freeing Tibet, of restoring Tibet to its independence, which would cut the Chinese off from Pakistan and Kashmir, and then we would be able to deal with that situation separately. The real threat, the real adversary that that India has from an Indian perspective is not Pakistan, it is China. China is the real threat. And India needs to find a long-term solution to deal with China. And if we are able to achieve that, then POK and Aksai Chin and much more will revert to its historic civilizational natural state over a reasonable period of time. It will not happen overnight. We need to plan for the next 20 years and for the next 50 years and even for the next 100 years. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. And we have to have the right kind of we have to understand this is not going to happen overnight. We have to have realistic expectations. This is a multi-generation project to restore India back to its rightful civilizational status. So it is not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen in the next 5 years. Maybe it will happen in the next 10 or 20 years. If India plays its cards right, if the Indian leadership behaves like a real leadership and has ambitions for India on a civilizational scale. In that case, it will happen. It is a matter of time.